So I have returned today to do the first episode of Anonymous Noise, because the Japanese titling does seem freaking complicated to say, so we'll just go by the English titling. So yes, this show does look interesting, to say the damn least. I think it's done by Brainbase, if I remember correctly. If I'm not mistaken, YouTube's sweet, my YouTube's actually working. So yes, this one does seem pretty interesting. Like, I'm kind of at this point of this with this season, I just need something that's actually kind of objectively not awful, because the only other show I like this season that's not a sequel is goddamn Soccer Quest. Other than that, this series is utter tripe. So the last two series, besides I think Sin no Natsu no Taizai, is this one, and the other one is premiered today as well, which is the one apparently is like the ReZero competitor in Japan, which is bloody interesting to say goddamn least, because it doesn't sound like a series that would compete against ReZero, but apparently it does. So let's see how that one turns out as well today. But anyway, without further delay, let's actually get this show on the road. I actually had no idea this even came out, because it's just apparently just arrived on the Crunchyroll. I was like, oh, hello. And I was like, I wanted to watch this, but when and said, hey mate, by the way, we won't do that today, we'll give it to you as well. It was actually pretty alright by them, so we did actually get the series as well, because Amazon Prime has been region locking everything. So if you have Amazon Prime in England, you're in a bad point, basically. Say that at least. You're not in a good spot. Also, just coming to realize, Silverlink's been doing a lot of shows recently, like a lot of them, which is kind of like, guys, are you okay? Because they're telling the JC's staff of anime, because JC's staff makes like 5 series per season. You're like, fracking hell, mate, you're alright there. But Siblings is exactly the same, because Sibling has like 3 shows, I think, this season, which is like more than what they've been doing the last. Oh wait, 4 actually, which is like more than what they've been doing the past like 3 years, which is actually inherently strange. But anyway, enough talk. I'm already watching it. It's on Crunchyroll. So it's alright. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so without delay, let's actually start us in 3, 2, 1. Let's begin now. They call this series Anonymous Noise. It's more like ominous noise. Hey, puns for days. Huh. The guy just walking past, like, what the F is there a girl randomly just shouting noises out in the sea? So you guy walks down the street like, oh my god, you're doing it again. What's going on here? Law. This is actually a recurring thing. I take it. And the guy walks down the street again. Goes, would you shut the F up? I'm just hypothesizing a different version of the show. That was an every morning kind of thing. That random guy just gone. All right. That's, what? That's a really weird editing style, but okay. All right, can't argue. Oh man, iPod takes you back. can tell an important character by the way they look. That guy seems like husbando worthy, so he's an important character in the actual anime. What are the chances that end up in the same high school? It's called plot convenience, kid. Learn about it. It happens all the time. Oh my god, they're gonna reenact the scene from Haruhi's Amir. Okay, it's still the best scene in anime ever created. Everyone knows it. It's pretty creepy, to be honest, ain't gonna lie. No, kid, you're not like the kid from Whiplash. You can't just randomly break out into a solo and actually think everyone's gonna follow you suit. Everyone knows that doesn't work unless you've got J.K. Simmons as an instructor. No, they can't do the reenactment of the Haruhi's Amir song. You know what? This isn't as objectively bad as Fuka was. At least it's not objectively bad like that show. So that's 1+ for the show so far. The camera was a bit chaotic to say the least. Did she just break out singing as well? She did. Everyone's like, holy crap, did she just steal our thunder completely? She just did. And that's why they break out to singing randomly in the middle of a concert. Otherwise, you will just break the crew up, man. Just break the crew completely. So I guess they know each other then. Wasn't very smart, was it? Kid? Heard his voice beforehand. It almost thinks she's a little bit nutty, just randomly breaking out into noise. Just randomly. That anonymous noise. I mean, if you did that in like anywhere, people would be like, "What the frick is going on?" What the F was that? Someone thought she was randomly walking past. But I feel like there's actually like missing in here. Like it's like a build up towards this one scene. It's like as if it's the kind of like sort of missing. I don't know. I may be wrong. Maybe just being seen as incorrectly. It's not Deku, is it? It's not Deku. What? Okay, that's one reaction. Okay, so let's get this straight. They reconciled. Then she asked about why he left. He's all like, "Just leave me alone, okay? Don't ever speak to me ever again." It's like, what? So I'm guessing now it's reconcil. I guess now it's trying to reconcile with him again. I don't know. Oh no, he's still with the feelings. It's got everything to do with him. Everyone knows it. Plot convenience. Oh my god, he can play the piano as well. Oh, This is one funky show. I can already feel it. I've already felt it a little bit with Yusu's character. I was like, wow, okay, kid. Calm down a little bit on the edginess, okay, kid. Like, you're probably about 14. It's all right. Just calm down a tiny bit. I mean, I'm knee deep in the melodrama, so it's kind of fine already. And more just the fact this girl just randomly just cuts into singing like in no one's business. But I have hopes, at least, the show might not be objectively awful. I like music, so it's alright for me, I guess. But I thought they weren't going to talk to each other, so why didn't he just stop afterwards? Oh, shit, man. Oh, God. Okay, so let's get this straight. Not going to talk to each other, ends up kind of talking to each other. Like, Chekhov gun. Is that Daisuke Ono? It's true. That la 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 thing is gonna fit on. It's gonna fit on the grating side after one episode. If she carries on doing it, it's gonna be like, please. Oh no! Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He says with a composed look. Ha! She'll find a way. I mean, what I can hope is the music just be the good thing about the show, and everything else kind of gets drowned out by it. Just won't care. Hopefully, I mean, because it's a bit too much on the cringy side, to say the least. Because she's pissed off with you, kid. See? Oh, snap. Back in the day, that would never be CG. That would actually be an actual guitar. What guitar? Drum kit. I guess that's one way to enter a thing. Do Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Does everyone just randomly move away in this girl's life? Jesus H Christ, everyone just leaves. Yeah, I can agree with that. The cringe might be a bit too much after a while. Oh no. Holy crap, that's edgy. Wow. I guess this is what those kids are into nowadays. I get it. I get it. Well, at least possible Jota understands. He was like, what? But kind of cool at the exact same time. Was that from 3D? What? Was everyone just 3D just then? Please don't let that guy be a Momo as well. Everyone is 3D. I mean, I guess that's different when you think about it. She's let the funk go through her. She can now see round corners. That's what's happening. The funk is going through. At least don't let that guy be an integral part of this goddamn show as well. Of the past. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that as well. I'm feeling that the actual music itself is pretty good. So it's a little bit weird, but I have different tastes, I guess. But everything else kind of, as you say, feels a bit too generic. Doesn't really feel as if, oh my freaking god, I'm seeing something different. I give it a little bit. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Oh no. Love of Christ. No, 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 no. Oh no, no, no. Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Of course it had to beat that, didn't it? Oh, bugger. You lost me, anime, just then. Oh man, I was kind of rooting for you a little bit then. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. I think it's gonna probably it's all gonna ride on about it's all gonna ride on episode 2 to 4. If those episodes don't do anything, the show just kind of be in a dust by the end of it. Because by looks of things, it ain't doing anything like out of the ordinary. I mean, sometimes it's not a bad thing, but when you strive too hard towards the conventions and genericness of a shoujo show, and it kind of feels as if what's the point watching a show where I can actually watch objectively better shows in this genre that actually has music in it. But god fracking damn. I was shocked that it pulled out every single convention unknown to exist in a shoujo show in one episode. I was actually surprised. Bit annoying as well, to be honest. It's kind of like don't let Momo be that guy. Momo's that guy because it's like it's a massive Chekhov gun in the first place when you think about it. Because once he's actually first introduced, you're like integral character. Oh, this over Fuka any day. God damn, Fuka was a mess of a show. Holy crap, that show was objectively awful. That had harem tropes beyond belief. That kind of just pissed me off because of it. This one I can bear because I don't mind shoujo tropes as much as harem tropes because I can get past them a little bit better. But Fuka was a mess of a show because it got rid of the actual point everyone wanted to see as well, which is kind of depressing when you think about it. So, no Fuka, no, never Fuka. Fuka's like objectively the worst show of the year so far. But I don't know. I'm not feeling it, as they say. I like the music. The music's kind of the more kind of gratifying part of the series, but it's because it's practically going to be anyway when you think about it. They aren't going to focus. They're going to put most of their focus on the music itself. Kind of sometimes it's downfall when you think about it because they could have just put some more focus slightly on the characters because other than that they all kind of fit a bill which you kind of like. I don't know. It could have been different. You could have been something better, but you're not. It's that kind of show which is actually kind of depressing. But it could, in theory, get better. There could be some kind of development as time goes on. But as of right now, it feels kind of a bit too generic shoujo-ish. Like, it's not kind of a deal breaker as of yet, but it's kind of as if it just carries on, just deals out all these conventions. You kind of to the point of what's the point? Like, it's just no objective reason to me to watch this show when I can watch better shoujo shows out there that involves music as well. So what's the goddamn point? But hopefully the series does something. I'm not expecting anything out of the ordinary, anything like I don't know, July and April or anything like that. Anything like that, but I'm just expecting something kind of just a bit of escapism, if you get what I mean. Just not that kind of escapism that you're kind of like, oh, for God's sake, stop doing what you're doing right now. That kind of escapism, just kind of allow me to like what I'm seeing, just not allow me to just like the music itself, because I mean, you can have music all you want, but the story itself, as you're following it, is absolutely trite. Then what's the point watching it? Because you can just go on the internet and just watch the actual music clips themselves. You get what I mean? So it's a deal breaker here and there when you think about it. But I have hopes. That's the major thing. It's not written off completely just yet. I mean, the dialogue itself was freaking cringy as hell. Like, it's getting to the point that you're kind of like, please, love of Christ, can we just stop writing like this? Because it's kind of not everyone acts like that. I know you're kind of as an adolescent teen, you kind of sort of drift into that kind of territory, but not many people talk like that in real life. It's kind of just like, can we stop just always doing this? Because it just there is ways to write teenagers properly. Don't get me wrong. There's been film, there's been anime out there, but this one isn't the kind of way of doing things. It kind of just feels as if it's just too cringy for its own liking. Like that point when Nino and Nino and Yuza, that whole entire scene, I just sitting there going, mate, just calm down a little bit, because you're about 14 years old, for God's sake. This isn't like the end of the world. It's like, just don't talk to me, okay? I was like, Jesus, mate, calm down a little bit, because you're going into the cheese, man. I mean, it's kind of, it's not the levels of Recreators, because Recreators' dialogue is actually like beyond absolutely awful. And also, what was the other one? Sakurada Reset. Those two shows kind of the pinnacle of bad writing for me this whole entire season. This one's kind of in the middle slightly. It's kind of like, it's in the kind of realms of I can bear it. But if it carries on like that, I probably would just go a bit nuts. At least the only thing the show actually has, at least it's not an ecchi show, because otherwise I probably would have lost my mind by now, because they would have pulled out every single convention that exists, including him falling on her boobs. So at least we got that going for us, which is actually kind of nice. But other than that, there's not much to kind of say about the show. It's kind of your generic shoujo. I mean, there's better out there. So if you want to watch a show that actually has music in it, there's better shows out there. So just watch at your own risk, as I would say. That's what I kind of. That's how I see it. Just it's a watch at your own risk kind of series. I mean, possibly maybe 3 episodes and see how it turns out. If it doesn't get any better, then there's no really no point watching it because, God, one can only hope it doesn't actually get even worse. Because if it gets even worse, and I've probably lost my mind by now. But you never know with these things. That's why I always say you have to keep an open mind when it comes to anime, because 9 out of 10 times it will disappoint you, but you get that one rare breed of show that starts out objectively bad and gets better as time goes on. But I doubt the show will be that. But who knows? So yeah. I guess I'm covering the other show that has a really freaking long ass title, which is the one apparently is also the ReZero like competitor in Japan when it comes to light novels. So that's probably going to be covered in the next half an hour. So adios until then. So if you have enjoyed this stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like. Actually, say my words. Do leave a like, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here and you want to stay a little bit longer, then do leave a sub, because indeed it does help me quite a bit. But until goddamn next time, see you guys then. Bye for now.